Last week, I did a live stream where I covered the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta number 2, and if there's one thing that I did really like about it, despite not being that good at the game, was the Hidden Gear supers. So today, to honor the beta and keep discussing it, we are going to be ranking all 8 of the Hidden Gear supers from the worst to the best.
Fight!
Good morning, afternoon, and evening everyone. Nick here, and welcome back to the channel. Similar to what I did with Street Fighter 6's beta forever ago, I'm going to be doing a similar thing with the City of Wolves beta here, and I'm going to be ranking all 8 of the Hidden Gear super moves from the worst to the best. And when the game fully does come out this April, you can expect to see a full ranking of those of the launch roster. And I'm just going to break down the things that I liked and disliked about it, and hopefully they can be improved in time for launch. Also, I wasn't able to record any good footage of the beta except for that one beta. Outside of that, I didn't get to play a lot of it, but I do want to give a huge highlight to Rajman Gaming, as this is where I'm getting a lot of the information from when it comes to the Hidden Gears. So huge shout out to that channel right there. Please go support them. Alright, enough blabbering and let's get into the supers. Unfortunately, coming in last place here is actually Rock Howards, the poster boy of City of the Wolves. I do think that this is still a good one despite this being in last place. I do like how it's a maximum geyser, I believe is what it's called. But I do like the flow up to it where he like punches them up and you see like the wings sprout out. I just think that in comparison to everything else that we see in here, it's kind of the weakest, as all it is just a basic beam super for this universe. But still, despite all that, a pretty good super overall.
For you, Terry.
Moving up our list at number 7 goes to Hataru with her Hidden Gear. What I do like about this one is that it actually goes like up and down with her super, where she takes him airborne and strikes him down. I do like the kick and then like uses her legs to wrap it around their head, spike them back down to the ground. It's very effective and it's just shot and paced very well. And I even like at the very end where she does like a key palm strike to their spine and causes a little mini explosion. And that's actually where my gripe is with this one, because I wish it was at least a little bit bigger and a little bit flashier. But despite that, I still find it to be a really good and effective Hidden Gear, and I can't wait to see how great this will look in the full launch of the game.
We'll do it. Freeze bang! Social.
Next up at number 6, we've got ourselves Bijane, how about that? And with her super, where she kicks them multiple times up into the air, and then she does a fun little like, just flip backwards, and she has a bunch of things flying with them, spikes them into the ground, and all the things fly at the opponent when they're down, kind of exploding into the ground. It's a super fun one. Flows really well, especially that fun little arc that she does, knocking him into the ground, and I do like the explosive finish to it. Huge jump between 7 and 6 right here, and man, if that's a big jump, then that shows just the rest of how the supers are going to be for the rest of this list. Hard-knuckling our way into number 5 is Terry Bogard with his Hidden Gear. I do like how it starts with 2 kicks, and then he does one of his hard knuckles. I'm forgetting what it is. He does his punch, and he knocks him into the air, and it creates some fun little cyclone. As it starts emitting with fire, it zooms in on his face, and it causes some more fire and an explosion at the end. And I do like how it ends with him just kind of taunting as they fall to the ground. A pretty good one. Doesn't have a whole lot of stuff going onto it outside of that giant elemental whirlwind, but it's still a really awesome super at the end of the day.
I could do this all day.
Jumping into the top 4, we've got Kane. I honestly love how this one starts, where he does a flurry of punches while they're like floating in the air, strikes them down, and then he just has it rain with a bunch of just fireballs while they're on the ground. I thought that was a really nice element there, and it's a great way to cap this one off. Yet again, this is another one of those where I wish that the fireballs are a little bit more poppy and explosive, because the animation seems like it's just missing a little something. But besides that, it's one of the most effective supers that we've seen so far in this game.
To the finale. That was enjoyable enough. All things must come to an end. Himmlisch Dank! Adelsstein!
Taking the bronze medal for now goes to Preacha. I honestly love this one where it starts with 2 kicks that have like little gusts of tornadoes that hit them, and then she ends it with a nice little shoryuken, knocking them up in the air, and as she floats up there with them, she spikes them down to the ground. And I do like how this one has a lot of personality, because when she looks down at them, she hits them with one of these and it's perfectly framed through them. It's just super fun, and this is probably one of the most flashy in terms of personality of all of the supers we've seen so far. Well, there is another one, but we'll get to that in just a second. Our silver medal from the beta goes to Mai Shiranui, and first off, eyes up please. And this is the other one that I'm talking about that has a bunch of personality. I love how this one starts off with a fun little sexy reveal where it switches to her King of Fighters look, and then she does a fun little fire twirl, knocks them away, throws her fans, teleports, and then does another like fiery strike, knocking them down back onto the ground. I love how well paced this one is. I love all the cinematography, the angles and everything, and it's just hot, both literally because it's Mai and all of the fire. I just think it looks really good, has a lot of her personality and charm to it. The Shiranui clan would be proud of you.
Of Shiranui! Feel the flames of the Shiranui clan! Hold on the light! Akatsumi! And done.
And coming in at number 1 for now goes to Vox Reaper, and honestly, this one's really kick-ass. I like how this one, he has this weird little like anime superpower buff where like half his face is like completely hidden, and he just goes up to him and just hits him with like a bunch of strikes. And I like how it does some quick cuts to like all of them that just sells like how strong these strikes are. And I do like when he knocks him up in the air, he does a little taunt and then does like a charging punch as soon as they land, almost like some unyielding justice from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. And I like how that does a 3-peat too, as it just yeets them away. God, it's just so cool. Honestly, it reminds me of like a super from like Dragon Ball Fighters or something. Honestly, Vox Reapers was one that I wasn't expecting to be super cool. Just when I saw his design, I thought he was going to be edgy, but I thought his super was going to be kind of lacking. But I'm happy that this one just proved me wrong, and if we can get more supers like Vox Reapers for the all Hidden Gears rank, then sign me up. But for right now, as of this beta, Vox Reaper's Hidden Gear is the best super in the game.
Time to go hunt.
Listen well. My voice will be the last sound you hear.
And there you have my rapid fire ranking of all of the hidden gears from Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, from the worst to the best. Now don't forget that once this game officially does come out in April, I will be covering the full roster supers from the worst to the best. And I do want to branch out into other fighting games, and I think this would be a wonderful opportunity since the big three are long gone and past, or well, they were already out. It's time to get some more fighting games to be covered on here. Now, please let me know in the comment section which one you liked the most, which one disappointed you, and whose are you looking forward to when the full game launches. I hope I get to see you guys there, and thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Nick, and have a wonderful rest of your day.
Fight!